Rainproofing Part 3. All cars have rubber pieces right here in the door where the wiring harness comes in and goes into your door and then back into the body of the car. And these dry out and then they don't make a tight seal around the lip of the sheet metal. So what I've done is I've taken these out. This one was missing on this car, and quite often they dry out and they crack. So I took this out and found a good one from that car and put it over on this one. And I sprayed the inside with silicone spray and the outside, and I let it soak in, and then I sprayed it again. And now it's just like brand new pliable rubber, and it makes a really good seal. So I did that on one door in that car, but I never had the time to do it on both. And if you see any rubber plugs coming in through the firewall, or if you find stuff like this, that's a nightmare. You want to plug that as soon as you can. But you want to spray down all your rubber pieces with silicone, inside and out if you can, outside if you just can't get to it. So spray them down with silicone, and that will keep the water from getting into your car. The rubber will soak it up and then expand and then create a watertight seal again. So you want to do that. Say this one still needs to be treated, so I'll spray that one down. On the tailgate of these Jeeps, all my Jeeps have had over 200,000 miles on them. This one has about 200,000, and the white one had 228, so I kind of know how wear and tear works. So they start to split right here. And I have another one, actually I have two of these that are still in good shape that I'm going to install later and do the same thing where I spray them with silicone. So what happens is these dry out, and these rubber boots, they lose their flexibility and then they crack, and then the wiring, let's see if it'll focus. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Oh well, can't get it to focus. I hope this is as clear for you as possible. I'm sorry about my dirty fingers. Okay, so here we go. These wires, they start to break and fray and snap, and then all of a sudden everything in the trunk doesn't work on your back door. So your lights for your license plate, and maybe your automatic door lock, and maybe your windshield wiper, they'll stop working. And a lot of people tear this open. The last guy, he even tore out this motor and it was missing. But I think what he failed to realize is that's probably where your brake is. You can unscrew this here, and then there are some plugs on the rear light that you can undo, and then this whole wiring harness will feed out, and it goes here, it goes in there, and then down here it'll unplug completely. So you can pull out this whole wiring loom all the way to here, and it unplugs up in the door. And then you can take this apart and solder these back together, or you can go to the junkyard and find one that's in better shape. I say just replace the wiring loom or solder it, and then most of this back tailgate stuff will come back to life. So that's where your stress points are. This is what starts to happen. This one right here, this is actually your tube for your windshield washer fluid. And that's also part of your wiring harness. And it goes here and it goes there. Wait, no. Goes here and then in there, and yeah, so, and that's your wiper motor. And then you have your automatic door lock and your light for your and you have your heated windshield. So all this stuff is really nice to have if you can get it back working again, which I plan on doing. And yeah, the progress is slow, but we're getting there. I hope you enjoyed that. How to seal off your whole car from any rain leaks. I haven't seen anything in depth on this matter on YouTube or anywhere else. I have seen people, they've cut, excuse me, I don't know what's going on. They have cut this whole, they've taken this panel off with the screws. This is like a little plastic piece that comes off, take the windshield wipers off, and then they cut a big hole right here, which this is blocked off. See, there are no holes right here, but there are holes over there for drainage. So they take this off, and then they cut a big hole, and then they get to that seal for the inside of the car. and then they seal it from the outside, which I think is a bad idea. It's just easier, faster, less work to take out the whole dash, and while you're in there, to just seal around this edge. And if you have a 20-year-old vehicle and you're doing the whole air box and replacing your heater core and your air conditioning unit, you might as well do that. Also, we'll take a look at the heater box later, and I'll show you how I rebuilt it. Thanks for watching.